Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today, we are diving into one of the most pressing issues for Hong Kongers in the UK, Labour's new immigration white paper. It raises a question that deeply affects BNO visa holders. Will the path to settlement and citizenship become longer, costlier, and more uncertain? The BNO Visa scheme was launched in 2021. It offered Hong Kongers, who are either British nationals or their close relatives, a safe and legal route to rebuild their lives in the UK. Families like mine made life-changing decisions to come here, trusting Britain's promise of fairness, freedom, and democracy. But Britain's record isn't perfect. When Portugal handed Macau back to China in 1999, Macau residents were granted full Portuguese citizenship. That meant the right to live and work in Portugal and across the European Union. By contrast, Hong Kongers were offered the far more limited BNO status. We were recognized as British nationals, but without full citizenship rights. That compromise still shapes the choices we face today. Until now, the scheme let BNO holders apply for indefinitely leave to remain after 5 years and citizenship after 6. It was clear, predictable, and consistent with UK's responsibility under the Sino-British Joint Declaration. Even as recently as the 28th of April 2025, the government confirmed this position. They stated, after 5 years in the UK, those on the BNO route can apply for settlement, and after a further 12 months, they can apply for British citizenship under the British Nationality Act 1981. But Labour's white paper suggests altering this route. One idea is to extend the ILR requirement from 5 years to 10. Another is to introduce an earned settlement system, where contributions, perhaps measured by salary, decide how quickly you can settle. At first glance, it sounds like a way to reward hard work. But look closer and you see the flaws. Such policies could punish BNO holders. Young people, lower income families, and those who contribute in ways not captured by a payslip would all lose out. Experts at the Migration Observatory warn that a 10-year route will make the UK more restrictive than most high-income countries while having little effects on overall migration. They also warn it risks delaying integration and increasing insecurity. Let's talk about cost. Under the 5-year system, a family of 4 already spends more than £37,000 on visa fees, the health surcharge, and applications for ILR and citizenship. Stretching that to 10 years would push the bill beyond £55,000. That's about 2 years of the UK's after-tax median wage. Researchers at IPPR want this extra burden risk holding up integration and trapping families in limbo. And it isn't just about money. Many families plan their children's education around gaining home fee status after ILR. If settlement is delayed, university becomes unaffordable. Dreams collapse. Beyond finances, there's also credibility. Critics in Hong Kong have long claimed Britain could change the rules at will. If the UK makes retrospective changes, it risks proving those doubts correct. That would undermine Britain's reputation as a principled democracy that keeps its promises. Groups like Hong Kong Watch call such a move a grave reneging on promises made by the UK government to the British nationals of Hong Kong. The Home Office's own analysis in 2020 showed the BNO route benefits the UK far more than it costs. There's no fiscal reason to make it harder. Oxford researchers also note that longer routes could bring in more in fee income, but at the same cost of integration, stability, and public trust. Young Hong Kongers will be hit hardest. Under an earned settlement system, teenagers and students simply can't show high salaries. Their contributions, education, volunteering, family life don't appear in tax returns. Strict residence rules also block them from overseas exchanges or travel healthy jobs that British classmates can enjoy. And perhaps the most unfair part, retrospective changes. People made huge life decisions based on a 5-year promise. Selling homes, moving countries, sacrificing careers. You can't suddenly tell them halfway through that the finish line has moved. That would betray trust, not just of BNO families, but of globally mobile professionals who seek stability and fairness. Legal experts also warn that retrospective rules for BNO holders could open the government to legal challenge. So, here's the takeaway. Britain doesn't need to break its words. Net migration is already falling. The latest figure is about 430,000, less than half the peak 3 years ago. At the same time, the UK faces a depopulation challenge. Fertility has dropped to just 1.4 children per woman, far below the replacement rate. Without a significant number of immigrants, there won't be enough people paying into the state pension system to support an aging population. Extending BNO settlement to 10 years isn't about numbers, it's about politics. And in politics, trust is priceless. For credibility, humanitarian values, and historic responsibility, the UK should uphold the 5-year ILR route for BNO visa holders. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. And let me know in the comments what you think about Labour's proposal.